Here you will see that now we can order in the last part we can just order the PCB and also the components like bill of material. So with one click order we can just order them, and we can also generate the Gerber files for our customers. Maybe while doing freelancing they needed it. See, just do one click. So we'll say OK, and it will automatically upload the Gerber files in GLC PCB website. And what we're gonna do here, nothing, don't do any changes. They already have it, and they know the material, it is 2-layer dimensions. They now they can design minimum 5, that is okay. You can just change the color of it if you want, so do blue if you want. Normally we use green and also the blue. Remaining, keep everything is same, and just unselect this part and just save it to cart, and its price is very less, and it will take 2 to 3 days they can build it. And its cost right now is around, let's see, its cost right now is not much. You can go and see it here. For now its cost is 3.7, but there it will be a little bit more when you will go for and when you will order it from them. Then maybe it depend upon your location, where you, in which country you are living, they will take some charges for that from you. Now bill of material, it's not much difficult. Just click here and you can also export the bill of material here. Okay, and maybe you can just send it to your customer, and if you are doing some project for the university, just export it and send it to them. But if you really want to order it from the GLC PCB, just one click order part here, click OK. Now we are going to the GLC PCB. Here we have to do some changes here. With this name we will just put here value with this one, and for designator I think so leave it. For footprint we use uh, package, yes. For quantity, just go for the quantity, select, you just need to select them. For bill of material, bill of material manufacturer part, use manufacturer part number, and bill of material manufacturer, just use manufacturer. And this is already LCSC. Bill of material supplier part, go for LCSC part number, because they are the suppliers, LCSC, and that's it. And then you can just go for next. Here you will see that here part match confidence. It means that the part which we ordered and the part which they can provide, that is 100% same, because that is the beauty. When you go for in stock components, they have already those components, then you don't have any problem when you are ordering it. But there are two components which they say okay that is in stock, and this is the only one component, which is the, I think so, C14257. And okay, this is the component they don't have it, that is discontinued. This discontinued mean for time being they are not producing this IC. In that case, what we can do here, yes, it means as I already told you, they are not manufacturing it for time being. In that case, what will happen? We are having two options. If we design this whole project and spending a lot of time on it just for as a project and for learning purposes, then it is okay. We can just delete this thing, delete this one, and just go add to the art. The right now the cost of these components is 0.83, but when I will do add to cart, then see, this is the price 0.83 they are calculating for each one component. But when you will order, they will not give you one component. They have to give you, there is a limit. For each component, they will provide 100 components, 5 components. Let's see now. See, now the price is 3.8. Before it was 0.83. What happened? It means that if you will order these components, they have to provide minimum 100 components of it. In the same way, if they want to provide you this like male pin headers, they have to provide you 50 minimum. That's why its price is little bit higher. Now, you learned a very good lesson from here, from this point where it was discontinued. And if the components which is discontinued is that some USB or some resistor or capacitor or this thing, the like battery holder, then we can replace it. But in our scenario, in our case, the components, the IC, which was the main brain of this project, that was discontinued or that was not in stock. It means that we are unable to uh, design this project physically. Yes, we can, for learning purposes, we can design the PCB and we can get the components. But here you should learn this lesson that why this will happen. Uh, I can also just use another IC and just finish this project happily. But here the main problem which I wanted to focus that when you are selecting the component, then always keep one thing in your head. Wait a second. Let me open that specific. Yes, here. See, I used this booster IC. Okay, if you will use this booster ID in okay, you understood that if you will right now just finish this one, then I go to the other part. If you will go to the cart, everything is available, like all these things are available, and here you can see that there are back ordered items in your cart. These are not your items, these are from another project which I already ordered, and that's why it is showing 16 components, but in your case it is only 6 or 7 components. So don't worry, these things will not happen for in your case, because your all components are in stock and no single component is back ordered. Back ordered is some other thing, like they don't have it and they have to arrange somehow, they will, it will take more time to reach. That's why these back ordered items is showing, but not for you. That is the whole thing. But the mistake which we did here, okay, wait a second. Okay, we used this IC. Let's see, if we go to the GLC PCB part, then what they have it here. Let's go to the GLC PCB, resources, apply, assembly parts library. If we just do it here, he will say that they don't have it in stock, but yes, they have the data sheet, and it is data sheet. You can see that it can provide input 0.8 to 12 volt, but in our case we are providing 2.8. That's so good, and it can give you 5 volt at the output. Very nice thing. Even they says that 2.5 to 5 volt we can also adjust it, but they don't have it for us. It is 0. Also, if you want to reconfirm your that basic brain component, just paste it here. So minimum, yes, one you can order. Its price is 0.2, but you have to also see this thing. They don't have it in stock. They can assemble this component. They can also, it is showing in a stock, but here this point for GLC PCB they don't have it. That's why you have to be very careful when you are selecting your brain components, like some ICs or some those components without which you cannot finish your project. So keep this thing with you, that when you are selecting these components, also see it all the points, also in GLC PCB and also in library. If they are available in both locations, then you have to select that one. In other case, if you are not having this one or this one or this one, you can just replace it. In that case, if we don't have another, these components, like if we have to use another IC, then its schematic will be different. then these components will not be here. Its output and input will be very different. So keep this thing, this is a very big lesson which we learned from here, so don't worry. You learn something, you know how to order the components, you know how to design the schematic, you know how to, from where you are going to get these details of this schematic. You understood something, that's the main part. Thank you for listening.